cooking channel. Today I'm going to bring a sweet and savory recipe. This recipe is so dear and near to my heart. One of my aunts, Marikutti, and her daughter Philo, they both are excellent cooks. And whenever I go to my aunt's place, she always brings this pickle from her special pantry and give it to me. Whenever I go home, she makes sure that I get a small portion. And let's start the cooking. Please stay tuned and welcome to my cooking channel. Thank you so much for watching. The tradition continued with the Philo and Meenu. They usually make this pickle with the mangoes. You can use the same recipe for lime or lemon or bilimbi, also known as irambambuli. I'm using limes for today's recipe because my family loves the sourness and slightly bitter taste of limes. You could definitely use lemons if you don't like the taste of limes. Please stay tuned. I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks of this recipe, and let's start the cooking. We are using 12 limes. I prefer to steam the limes instead of boiling it. Boil 6 cups of water and steam the limes for 20 to 30 minutes or until they are soft. My alarm is going on. Let's check the limes. They're perfectly steamed and cooked, and let it cool down. When the limes are easier to handle with the temperature, you can cut into desired size pieces. Please make sure to use a clean cutting board, and we are saving and using the juice for the pickle. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of salt depending upon how salty that you want it. Stir well and marinate for 2 to 3 days. Please keep in the fridge if you're going to take more than 3 days to make the pickle. Occasional stirring will be great. I use a solid, the rock type Asafetida or hing, or also known as cayenne, in my cookings. You can soften the rock by microwaving for a minute, pull and make the desired size pieces. You can definitely use hing powder if it's convenient for you. We can dry roast in low heat 2 teaspoons of fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, and 2 pieces of solid Asafetida or cayenne. I will show you when to use the hing powder if you are not using the solid form. Cook for 2 minutes, let it cool down, grind, and keep it aside for later use. Now we are making our wet masala with the 12 garlic cloves, 2 inches of ginger paste, 3 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili powder or cayenne pepper powder, and 1 tablespoon of paprika. You can replace paprika with a regular chili powder if you can handle the heat. A total of 3 to 4 tablespoons of chili powder if you like the pickle to be spicy. We can blend the mix with half a teaspoon turmeric powder, quarter cup of vinegar, and quarter cup of water. The texture of the blended mix doesn't have to be pasty. Heat the pan with a quarter cup of cooking oil and add 1 teaspoon of whole mustard seeds. You might be thinking it is too much oil, but we're not eating pickle as a main dish or a side dish. It's supposed to be a condiment. When the mustard seeds splatter, we can add 8 to 10 sliced garlic cloves. Slightly brown the garlic and add our blended spice mix. We can rinse the blender container with a quarter cup of water and add to the pan. You can add 2 teaspoons of hing or Asafetida powder at this time if you did not use the solid form. Mix well, add 1 cup of sugar and cook for 2 minutes or until oil separates. Gravy is thickened and it is time to add our marinated lime pieces. I do not want to cook more than 1 or 2 minutes because I'm using lime. I always think you may get a little bitter taste if you cook lime for a longer period. Now it is a tasting time. You can add salt, sugar or vinegar if it's needed. We can turn off the stove and add our powdered hing mix that we had kept aside earlier. I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks to make this recipe unique. Steam the lime and marinate for 3 days. It's a solid Asafetida if it's not too inconvenient for you. Use the roasted powdered hing mix at the end of the cooking since there is no need to cook with the lime. Please make sure if you have enough salt, vinegar and sugar since it is a sweet and savory pickle. This achar is amazingly great, tasty, heavenly with a full of flavor if you keep at least for 2 weeks prior to use. By the way, please check the description box for the ingredients. You can eat achar with the rice, biryani, chapati, naan and so on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another great recipe and have a pleasant day.